Welcome to INC 2020. This is Elias Lab with Lab 11, and we're configuring DNS, domain name servers. Alright, for Lab 11, we'll create a reverse lookup zone, then we'll create a forward lookup zone, and then we'll be creating domains in a new internal zone for each of the three subdomains. We'll create records for the external domain servers in the root domain, and we'll create records for the servers. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin with Lab 11. DNS servers. So let's go ahead and open up the server manager for server DC. Let's go to Tools, DNS, and here we are under server DC class 2020. We want to create a reverse lookup zone for our address resolution. So next, primary zone. IPv4 reverse lookup zone. Okay, so let's type in this address right here, and that would be our class 2020 address. Next, and what we just created is a spot for pointer records to go to for reverse address resolution. Okay, the next thing we want to do is create a forward lookup zone. So, boom, boom, boom. Next. Let's do zone name division dot class 2020.com. Alright, so there you have it. So we're in the internal domain to our class 2020.com root domain. Next thing you want to do is create some new domains for the subdomain we just created of root domain. So here we go. New domain. And let's create three of them. One's going to be HR, human resources. The next one is going to be sales. Shoot, I can't spell. And the last one is going to be production, but we're going to shorten that one because, well, got ahead of myself. Let's just redo that real quick. Prod. Okay. So there we have it. We have three separate subdomain subordinates to the internal domain division, and each of these three divisions have department servers that will contain them, and I'll create those in just a second. And each of those have different roles. Each of these three divisions can have up to 200 workstations. Just an FYI there. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the subfolder of division class 2020 domain. And let's do the HR, human resource division first. So let's create some host records, new host. Let's name this FS for file server, which will be our first server of human resource. And it will be 10.1.1.110. And make sure you have create associated pointer record checked. So you have the IP saved to a reverse lookup zone, just in case you want to reverse lookup, of course. Add host. Next thing we want to do is create the next one, which will be bookkeeping server for the human resources. So let's do that, BKS, and the address that will be 10.1.1.101. The next one will be IWS, and that stands for Internet Web Server, and the address for that will be 10.1.1.102. The next thing we want to do is create the sales host records. There we go. Okay, so let's do FS for the file server, the very first one, and 10.1.1.110 or 110 is going to be the pointer record address. Okay, so let's do DBS, and that would be database server 10.1.1.111. Boom. The next thing we want to do is work on production. So for production, we're going to have a couple host records. So let's go ahead and create them. The first one will be FS1. So let's do that. FS1, and let's do 10.1.1.120. Next is FS2, 10.1.1.121. And the next one will be FS3, and that'll be 10.1.1.122. Okay. Now let's create our perimeter network, and that will allow the company hosts internet services. So let's go ahead and right click the class 2020 subfolder. So right here, change zones. Alright, so you're in class2020.com, and let's set up the company internet services. So right click, new host record. Let's name it www, and that will be the web services. Next is going to be file transfer, FTP 10.1.1.9, and the last one would be mail, which is going to be 10.1.1.10 add. Okay, and there we go, 3 more records set up to our reverse lookup zone. Let's go ahead and look at this, and there we go, we got all these pointer records set. This allows reverse lookups, and it contains all the records we have created. Every IP has been added. Alright, and that's it for Lab 11. We created a reverse lookup zone, a forward lookup zone, and we create domains in the new internal zone for each of the 3 subdomains. We created records for the external domain servers in the root domain, and we created records for the server. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.